What's up, fellas? Your boy Darkel coming to another informative video, man. This is a good one, man. So check this out, man. All you boys out there that got the Cummins M14, old ones, the good workhorses, the great engines, I'm about to shine some light on y'all that might not know this. Maybe some of y'all already know this because you went through what I'm going through right now. So the 99 Century that I have, you know, the Bull, that bitch got power. It's always had a little issue with the steering. It's a little hard. The steering's a little hard. And in the past, when my uncle first got that truck, it had a real bad power steering leak, and he ended up changing the little, container. But, we wouldn't, the truck had a power steering leak, and it's, it had that for a while before he finally fixed the leak. My uncle's old school. So it's possible throughout the years of all the stuff happening, the power steering pump went out. Now, it wasn't out completely. I drove the truck like that. I bought the truck. When I bought the truck, I bought the truck in 2020 from him, and I drove it like that for forever. I mean, it was drivable now, but your boy Darkel likes to have things right now. I'm about to park my Classic and to do some work to it, and I'm gonna be driving the Century probably through the month of October, possibly the rest of the year. I'm really thinking about, I am gonna take the Classic out for a week here and there just to keep it rolling. I might even use it 1 week out of the month, or 2 weeks out of the month, 2 weeks and 2 weeks. I did get the plates for the Century. So basically what I'm trying to get to is that, I wanted to get the truck ready, comfortable, no issues. So your boy, I'm putting all brand new tires on the, the 2 steers on the Century are Michelin's and they're still new, but the drives are hit. So I am putting brand new drives on there. I ain't putting no expensive ass drives. I ain't no rookie. I've been around steers. I always go expensive, but my drives, man, drives are drives. Okay. As long as they ain't some Chinese tires, I'm good. So we're gonna get all 8 drives brand new put on there. I basically brought the truck to my mechanic and I told him, look, I'm gonna be driving the truck for a while. I want it to be perfect. So basically, with the AC, the issue with the AC that it has, the evaporator needs service. I mean, the AC blows cold, it just doesn't blow at pressure. I changed the blower, I changed all those parts on it, and it still didn't blow at pressure. And the mechanic said that it just needs the evaporator to be serviced. But anyway, let's get to what the video is about. The informative part of the video. So my power steering pump is the reason why the steering is a little hard. It's not the gearbox, because if the gearbox, those things really don't go bad. Power steering gearbox, they don't really go bad. When they go bad, they leak or they make noise. None of the two is happening, which leads us to believe that there's nothing wrong with our power steering gearbox. Now, the power steering pump. Now there is a filter inside of the little bowl where the power steering goes. If you guys don't know, there is a filter in there. I did not know that, just found out. And sometimes it's just that's clogged, doesn't let the oil get through to the power steering gearbox good. In my case, we changed the filter. That wasn't it. It's the power steering pump, basically, because probably we never changed that filter, or probably from the time that it had the leak, the power steering, when it's not pumping the right amount of fluid to get to the power steering gearbox. So it still works, it's doing what's, you can still park and drive. It's just, it skips, it like gets kind of stuck. So I went to a Freightliner dealer, just ordered a new one. And just so you guys know, this part's about $560 something before tax. After tax, it's about $620 something, including the little gasket. So I bought this part at the Freightliner dealer. They gave it to me and it was the wrong part. Mechanic calls me on Saturday. He says, hey, you brought me the wrong part. And I'm like, well, I went to a Freightliner dealer, whatever. And he sends me a picture of it. He's like, this is a VOLVO part. And I'm like, how can it be a VOLVO part if this is a Freightliner Century? So the mechanic explained to me, hey, look, it's a Cummins M14. Those engines and, the older Volvos, like the 99 Volvos and those older good Volvos, they came with Cummins engines, those red tops. So I just found out that Cummins engine actually uses multiple parts from Volvo. So I found out that the oil pump in most of these Cummins engines is a Volvo part, as well as a power steering pump. And I think some other small, like, little parts like that are actually Volvo parts. So I had to see this for myself. I drove down to the shop and the mechanic, I have the pump with me, and I'll put a little video so you can see the part number on there. Confirmed it is definitely a Volvo part. So I called the Volvo dealer. They don't have one in stock, but they have one in Jacksonville. They'll have it here in the morning for me. I'm in Central Florida in Orlando. So I'm on the way. I just went to a Freightliner dealer. I got a refund because I went ahead and bought the evaporator. I don't know why. I thought the mechanic told me I had to buy the evaporator. He basically told me that he needs to service it. I went ahead and just bought it. That's how your boy Darkel is. I just change parts. The mechanic's like, no, man, take that shit back. You don't need that part. It was like $240. So I'm glad to get that money back. Now, I also got a refund just now for the power steering pump. Guys, if you go return a part because you got a part wrong at the Freightliner, just be prepared that you're going to have to wait, 3 to 5 days to get the money back in your car. Anyway, that's what it is. So, right now I'm heading to a VOLVO dealer, which is right down the street next Tran. And I'm going to go ahead and place the order so you can have it here for me by tomorrow. And I am hitting the road today. So I told the mechanic already that when the part comes in, he'll have to go pick it up. And he don't have a problem with that. He's right down the street. So, yeah, man. Basically, that's what I'm making this video about, guys. If you guys have a Cummins M14, I don't know about other engines, but I know that Cummins M14, the red tops, the Select Pluses and all those good engines, the 99s, they got Volvo parts in there, man. So, yeah, man, I mean, that power steering pump is the original power steering pump from 99. So the fuckers must be good because that truck had miles. When my uncle rebuilt that engine, that truck already had about, I would say, almost 2 million miles, a little more than 1.5 million miles on it. And like I said, he rebuilt that engine just because it had a lot of oil leaks and his turbo went. And he said, fuck it, he rebuilt that shit in 2019. And if you guys heard me say in my video before, that engine right now currently has about 197,000 miles. And that's, it's off the market. I'm keeping that truck. I'm hooking it up. I redid the inside. You guys, like I said, I'm not finished with it because it's at the shop. You guys will see it once it's done. But that pump has been there since 99 and ran all those freaking miles. So it's a good part. It's a good part, you know what I'm saying? So, but everything and nothing's forever. So we're here. We're about to pull up to the next Tran right now. And we're going to get this part ordered. And hopefully by the time I get back from the road with the Terminator, with the Classic, my Sentra will be ready for pickup. And then we're going to see when we're going to get it painted black. Because we are going to be painting ourselves. So that's what it is, fellas. Just wanted to share that with you. I'm pulling up here to the dealer right now. Oh, look, they actually have the Cummins logo on their building. Okay. All right, guys. So, yeah. Remember, guys, if you have a Cummins M14 and your power steering pump goes bad, don't even waste your time going to the Freightliner dealer because most likely it's a Volvo part. But that's what it is. Your boy, Kel, with an informative video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.